Talk a little bit about yoga anatomy, and so the first thing you think of is the physical body, and you get physical therapy and the sorts. But yoga anatomy really, if you go back to ancient text, is the five koshas. And koshas is a Sanskrit word that means either a covering or a sheath, or you can call it a layer. And so we have five of these as our being. And I have to laugh at myself because I was trying to think, and I want to use this as a thing for my yoga classes, and I was trying to think of an analogy to explain those five layers of the body, and it happened to be at lunchtime, and I was hungry, and so what came up was a 5-layer Mexican dip, and so that, and just to explain that a little bit, you have a dish, and your first layer is usually a refried bean mixture with some taco seasonings and this and that, and then you have a layer of guacamole, a layer of sour cream, maybe a layer of some form of salsa, and you top that off with cheese. Then you take a chip of some kind and you dip down through all the layers. You try to get all the way to that bottom layer. And then, so when you eat it, you have all of those layers together in one. It's just delicious. And so going to the 5 koshas, the 5 layers of our being, I want to go the opposite way. I'm going to start with the top layer, which is our physicalness. It's our physical body and how we feel in the body. And then the second layer is our energy body. It's our life force energy. It's the prana and our breathing. And the third layer is our mind. It's our mental capacity to, and then we have emotions are involved in that layer also. It's our thinking, whatever we're thinking. And then the fourth layer is our wisdom layer. And that's where we have the ability to discriminate and choose. We can make choices, and hopefully choices that are in our own best interest. And ego's involved in that. So you have likes and dislikes. And this might be good for me, that might be not good for me. So that's the wisdom layer where we make choices. And the fifth layer is simply bliss. It's joy for no reason. It's contentment. It's serenity. It's peace. And that layer is the closest to our true self. And so the fifth layer is more of our true nature. We were born to be in bliss. That's what we're born for. That's our true nature. But even below that, what all of these layers are covering up is our true self. And the goal of yoga is to help us remember and realize that. So the theme for the classes this week is a 5-layer yogic trip.